To begin, you're going to use a plastic placemat to work with your clay on. That'll make cleanup a lot easier at the end of class. You're going to flatten your ball of clay on the placemat, and it's important that we don't make it thinner than a pencil because then it will get stuck. So you can see I'm using my hands to flatten my piece of clay, but I also have some rolling pins you can use. And I'm lifting my piece of clay a couple of times, just again to make sure it's not getting too thin and it's not sticking to the placemat. As I do this, I'm using light pressure as I push down really evenly to try to make sure that the thickness of the piece of clay stays the same thickness the whole way across. We don't want some areas really thin and some areas really thick. Next, in order to make our design radial, we're going to use a ruler and just very, very lightly touch it to the surface of the clay. We don't want to press it deep into the clay, we just want to make a tiny bit of a mark so we can tell where the center is. Now we can use different tools to add designs and textures onto the surface of our clay. I'm going to start with a little circle here and put it into the center. And then since we're making a radial design, everything we put around that, we want to make sure that we're doing the same thing on all sides. So now I'm going to use a marker cap and put some circles around. One at the top, one at the bottom, left and the right. And then this one I'm going to put on the sides but a little bit further away from the center. So again, just trying to keep it nice and even, the same way, the same design the whole way around. You can use your finger to smooth any indentations or marks that you don't like. So I use my finger to smooth out the original lines with the ruler now because I don't want to see those anymore. Now I'm going to use a straw to add some more details to my design. Now I'm going to use a wooden tool to just kind of sharpen up my lines and make sure everything in my design shows up well. You'll see here that I have a paper towel inside of a bowl. Before you put the paper towel inside the bowl, I want you to write your name on the corner of the paper towel. And then we're also going to be putting our names on the back of our piece. I can help you with that before we place them into the bowl. Now, it's really important that you put your full name on the clay piece, not just your initials. And we'll also have the name on the paper towel, which will make sure that we can get these back to you. So you're going to just very carefully lay the piece down in the center of the bowl and gently, gently, gently press the piece into the middle of the bowl. That's going to give us just a little bit of an edge to make this like a little dish. And still we'll be able to see our designs as long as you're pushing really gently. And now we will leave these to dry out.